This is Speaking on Songs with Holden Smith and Nate Luxo. Enjoy. 3, 2, 1, bam!
Bam.
Have I done that the same
No.
for like a while?
I think it's usually pop.
Oh, is it bop?
Yes.
I've been doing bop. Okay, I'm a changed man, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey guys, welcome to Speaking on Songs.
Hello there.
We're here, and again, we're doing it. We're still doing the podcast.
Yeah, it wasn't a one and done reunion concert. It was like at least a reunion tour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. We have a schedule somewhat, so
we do.
yeah, it's exciting.
Consistency,
Yeah,
because you guys are worth it.
I don't know if they give us a little more.
Oh yeah,
money.
we're starting the Patreon back up.
No. Maybe.
Definitely.
I felt bad last time. I was like, I made the Patreon at the beginning because I was like, this is what you do, and then money came in, and I was like, I can't do this to people right
what
now.
What have I become? Yeah.
That's not. There wasn't enough content.
Bro was playing Scrooge McDuck with his one Patreon dollar. Was like, I've fallen off.
Turn that thing into pennies. I was swimming.
Yes.
But yeah, that's what we've been doing. But is there anything else you've been doing, Nate? Have you been listening to anything, watching?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
So, okay, a lot of the same stuff that I was last time. I'm not gonna lie, I have not stopped listening to that Bon Iver album. But I've also been listening to this band called Post Animal.
Dang.
They have
Like Danimals. Sorry,
yeah.
I just thought Danimals.
Yeah, they make the Danimals jingle.
That's amazing.
You remember how it goes? Fake fan.
I'm sorry.
Fake.
I was a
kidding.
Moo Tube, the Aldi Moo Tube kid. I'm gonna be honest.
Do they don't even have a jingle.
No, they didn't need it. It was,
Post-
it was
They
the sound of
didn't need it.
savings. Sound of savings ringing
That's
through
enough.
everyone's
Ringing
ears.
through, yeah. The Post Animal, I found them because one of their members is Joe Keery, who makes music under Joe.
Oh, dang, really?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, he has other music. That sounds so cool. And so it's like 5 or 6 guys, and they all contribute in such like unique ways to every song. And they'll like alternate who does like this prominent songwriting, and those people do the vocals. So like it's not all like the Joe Keery show or anything like that. And like everyone gets their turn. It's like a round robin, and you hear all of the talent at the same time. It's psychedelic rock.
Mm-hmm.
And you know when you're in like a music slump and you're like, man, nothing is hitting.
Yeah.
It was like an anti-music slump when I found this band. Like
Oh, I
every
love
single
that.
song back to back to back. It was like it couldn't sound bad. I was like, this is just my new favorite band.
I love
right now.
that.
It's so good.
You mentioned psychedelic. Is it just
Yes.
also just weird?
Some of it's weird. Some of it you could like play at a coffee shop if you're like the person in charge of the music, and no one would be like, what's on the speakers?
Yeah.
You know, some of it's pretty normal.
Oh my
But
gosh.
It feels like a dream to listen to them.
Oh.
I love it.
Beautifully put.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love his solo stuff, so I'm definitely interested in listening to that.
His solo stuff's great, and he made the song of the century with "In the Beginning." Like that's just
In the
like
Beginning.
the song of our generation.
in the beginning.
But I personally prefer Post Animal stuff.
Really? So it overtakes his solo stuff.
Because he left them for a while to focus on who knows what.
I don't know what was
then
he doing.
He came back.
Free Guy. He started Free Guy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But then he came back and they made an album called Iron. I think it came out last year. And it's them being like ironclad, and they're like, we're stronger than ever. We're all united.
Let's
and we're just
go.
making music, and you can hear it. Oh, it's beautiful. But then the first track is called like Malcolm's Cooking, and it's just this ambient piece. And you're like, oh, nice.
I need to just cue all this
Deep
up.
dive.
This
I
is-
did it
this
one
is
day.
exciting.
Oh my gosh, can't recommend him enough.
I want to know what Malcolm was cooking.
What was Malcolm cooking? What about you? What have you been listening to, Doc?
Me?
Yeah.
I again, just kind of the same stuff of like Snarky Puppy, and just like lo-fi music
Lo-fi
for
is
like just
cool,
putting
yeah.
it in the back. But I
To
did
study,
wanna,
relax to.
Oh, dude, I was working. I don't know if that's allowed to do with the lo-fi stuff. I don't know
Okay.
if the lo-fi police are gonna come in and arrest me, but I was not studying.
Could you
I
say
was
that a little
working.
bit closer to the
I
wire
was
where-
not studying.
I was not studying, relaxing.
And you know what? I wasn't even
Beats.
chill. I was a little stressed.
Hence needing the lo-fi. It was
Actually, it's
prescriptive.
yeah, prescriptive lo-fi. So I did chill. But my wife showed me this song that she like found a while ago. It was like in her old playlist, and its chorus has been stuck in my head.
Okay.
It's called Frida by the Morning Ciders. I've never heard of them, but it's just like indie folk, kind of folk pop, kind of just a happy song. And dude, I love it.
That sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
How does the chorus go?
Frida, Frida, dancing on the table. And I don't know. We're gonna get copyright claimed.
Just from
I
that,
kept
it's
going.
too uncanny.
No, it's nothing like it. But so that's why you should listen to it, I guess.
Good morning ciders. Okay, sick.
Yeah, there we go.
Love it.
Are we doing anything?
I think this is just an episode where we like play cards or something.
Oh my gosh, that was our number one
Our
episode.
number one episode. That was my wife's
We're-
favorite episode.
Dude, we can. I mean, now that we have like a camera, we could.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
like, check out my hand.
Check
oh
out-
my gosh, we
Like,
totally could do
check
that.
out my goldfish hand. He
Oh,
doesn't know what's coming.
We play Go Fish again. Yeah.
I actually,
fishing.
I don't have any cards, so I guess we could talk about a band or something.
Can we talk about Radiohead? That's my favorite band. That'd be really cool.
I don't know anything about them though, so you're gonna have to.
We
fill
could
me
do
in.
like an impromptu one.
Okay,
You know,
hit me.
we didn't really
Hit me.
listen to any of their albums
We did.
or anything for the past 2 years. 1
So
year.
Radiohead has been on the back burner for this podcast for a bit because Nate really likes it, and
Do.
it is a band that we like connected with like for a bit. If I remember, we like talked
Yeah.
about this one album for a bit. That
Maybe
I won't
we'll talk
spoil.
about it again.
Yeah, I guess we
Maybe
will.
not.
But you're definitely more of a fan than me, if I remember.
I mean, I don't want to put like metrics on it, but I really
us.
love this band. This is like, I think back in high school, my taste started to shift, and I was like, who's like my actual favorite band though? Like not just like
Yeah.
who I'm listening to a lot. And then, oh my gosh, back in like 2021 or so, I was like, you know who's on every playlist I make? Radiohead
Yeah.
and Joni Mitchell. And then Joni Mitchell took all of her music off of Spotify. And I was
And
like,
then there was
guess it's
one.
Radiohead is top one of all time. And they are just stupendous in the way that they use their songwriting, like not just how they write songs, but the way that they like I feel like they break a lot of barriers.
Yeah.
And you don't go to them for the same reason you go to a lot of other artists. And even though they're branded as
Mhm.
like a lot of sad music, they sound so different from like Elliott Smith or like all
Nirvana.
the Nirvana. Yeah, lots of like emotional bands. It's they still have such a unique strand that they do,
Mhm.
and like the consistency with which they do that while still experimenting,
Mm-hmm.
it feels unmatched. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, I
Unparalleled.
think if you asked me like what Radiohead, I was like, oh yeah, it's punk, and probably a lot of people would like be like,
Punk.
what are you talking about?
You
That's not
listen
even
past the
def-
first
Yeah. But they are so unique as a band. Like I think the number one thing my number one takeaway from the band and like the songs is like just the quality and the like inventiveness in
that's a
like
good word.
in the sounds. I feel like every like sound that they like will come up with once in a while, I'll be like, dang, that is like such a good like sound that I've never heard before. Or they'll do like a rhythm or just something that like is not comparable. You can't rope them in just with Nirvana, or you can't rope them in with like more experimental stuff, like maybe what the
Right.
Beatles are doing or
Like
something.
it's not totally grungy. It's not totally
Mm-hmm.
like the alt metal or whatever that was like. We're
Yeah.
not metal, but we're something else. It's like they have inklings of that, or
Uh-huh.
but not. They don't like lean into it too heavily, too
Mm-hmm.
emphatically.
Mm-hmm. They like stand alone, it feels like, but I
Yeah.
like that.
The
So
only band I could compare them to is The Smile.
the Smile, why is that?
I don't know, just arbitrary.
Yeah, that wannabe Radiohead. The Smile.
That was what I first thought when I was
Yeah.
literally listening to Tom York's voice, and I was like, they are trying to bite Radiohead so bad.
For the people who don't know, it's the lead singer.
2/3 of The Smile is Radiohead.
Yeah, so there we go.
Hilarious.
If you were explaining what Radiohead is to somebody who doesn't know Radiohead, how would you describe it?
The term that circulates a lot of online forums is like math rock. And as
Yeah?
annoying as that sounds, because it's like all those fake genres that no one actually talks about in real life. Like you never talk to someone and go like, "So, are you into math rock or like
What?
grindcore?" Like
What?
all these like fake genres no one
Yeah.
actually talks about. But that feels weirdly apt for them because it's like the Fibonacci spiral and stuff that like is mathematical in the sense that like it takes patterns to get there, but the patterns themselves are beautiful. Like you could
Yeah.
tell that they put a lot of like cerebral thought into these tracks,
Mhm.
but the thoughtful input is like an emotional output. So
Mhm.
I think it's like almost like two parts, like math and rock. Like
Yeah.
that's how I describe them. If
No, that makes
You just asked me
complete
to.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Today we're gonna rank some of their albums.
yes, indeed.
Just like a little top 5. This is kind of what we normally do, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a somewhat Radiohead fan, I would say.
Cool.
I like them. I don't think I like love all their albums though, I found. But I have this strong appreciation for them. And I wanted to say that to lead in because my number 5 is Amnesiac. But I kind of don't like the album as a
Interesting.
whole. Like, I feel like they had a certain sound with some certain albums before, or like and after, that I gravitated to a lot. And this was more of their like kind of more atmospheric and more experimental stuff, where they experimented with everything, with like lyrics, melody, soundscapes. And I kind of don't like this album, but the songs are like good. They're like really good tracks in here. There's a really cool stuff going on.
You're breaking my brain a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't like the album,
But
but
I
the
gotta-
songs are good.
But like as a whole,
like they don't mesh.
I just feel like I did not like the direction that they were going because it's not an album that I feel like I want to go to. Like I don't feel like there were songs on the album that I'm like really hooked me in and was like, man, I just want to go back to that track.
It's not an inviting album.
Yes, it's not inviting. And I feel like in this album and the next one I'm going to talk about, it's abrasive to like evoke emotion. Like there's a purpose to like the word choices, the lyrical choices, and like the melodies. But like at some points for me it got too repetitive.
Interesting.
If that makes sense. But I do like I see its purpose and like I appreciate it. But I'm not like, dang, this is like so good. It's more like I definitely like enjoyed listening to it, but I don't think I would listen to it again or be gravitated
like
towards
voluntarily.
it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Very limited contexts in which you can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Definitely not bad, but I like appreciate it. And just not my style.
Bet. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. All right. What's your number 5?
Number 5 is the Bends, the one with the Like, dummy on the front.
The one with the most uncomfortable, not the most uncomfortable album, but like album cover, but it's kind of uncomfortable.
Of theirs, maybe.
Yeah, of theirs. Yeah.
This is a great time to praise their album artist that does their artwork. This is a perfect time to say that. They work with, dude, his name is Stanley Donwood, but that's not his real name. His real name is like Don Rickwood. It's so similar to his fake name.
You're not doing anything there.
He designs or helps design some of the most beautiful album covers for this band, and like he deserves like a real shout out because these are just beautiful covers.
They do have such good like album art.
And while I don't really get the cover of the Bends, it makes sense for what it is for the time.
Yes.
Like I wish I could have heard it like right when it came out and just been like, what? Taken aback because it takes you aback. What's going on?
Crazy.
I like how it leans into the rock side of things, but it still has so much emotion. Like there are songs like Fake Plastic Trees, for instance,
I
and
really like that one.
High and Dry. High and Dry is like the emotional like apogee of that album. It feels, well, that's not even true because it has many other peaks after that, but like we listen to Let Down to feel something, but Let Down listens to High and Dry to feel something like that. I feel like
it's so good. It's like a plea.
That's
what I like interpretive. Like, don't leave me. Just don't leave me.
It's a vulnerable song, and for an album to be full of such like traditionally rock sounds, it's that vulnerability that makes it feel so unique. Yeah, you know, that's where it like makes sense in that grunge context, but it doesn't sound too grungy. Like it feels like an anomaly in that way. And I'm not like, I prefer when they take more risks and like veer from the rock sound, but for them to like capture total rock with that album so well, like it just has to make the list. Too many great songs.
Yes, too many. Dude, number 5. It's crazy. I'm excited. I
feel so bad for my number 6. I'll mention it between 2 and 1. I'll give it an honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Here you go.
It was killing me to leave any album out of this top 5.
All right.
Number 4.
So this one is kind of the same feeling with Amnesiac, and it's fitting because they did like a combo album, I think, of it. It's Kid A. I wrote down, I don't like it, but I do.
Conflicting emotions.
It's super interesting. Like, it's the album that like made me think a lot about like what they were trying to do, what they accomplished in doing, I should say, and that is like what like really brings it above Amnesiac for me, is because like these songs felt very purposeful, very artistic, and very challenging. And I think this is where like the abrasiveness that I thought was kind of too much for me in Amnesiac, it did work a lot more in Kid A. And also the sounds, the piano sound they have in this album is like my favorite piano sound.
Really?
I love this piano. I don't know, this is my not wide knowledge of piano sounds, but I think it's like a Rhodes kind of feel, like a very electric piano that's just super beefy. But Kid A, it's kind of like, it's very spacious and very like soundscapey.
Spacious is such an apt word.
Yes.
It
takes a lot of time to like get to other places. I think that's what surprised me, is like how much time in between like songs that could be hit songs, they like actively allowed like a robot to sing like one of the songs, or like they made the voice. But like they allowed time in between. I really like the sounds that they get in this, and I think it was like a building off point. It was a direction that they wanted to go, it seemed, like in the studio, but it also, I can see like pieces where it brings them to like an In Rainbows, and other sounds that just are like so well produced.
Like you could see the seeds being scattered or hear them rather.
Yes, yes. Um,
Especially piano. That would be the album I'd expect you to
Yes.
talk about the piano with. That's cool that you mentioned it for this album.
Nah,
'cause
it's.
I wouldn't have
I mean,
thought of that.
the first track is probably the best track. Just on that piano alone, because it's just so mesmerizing.
Yeah.
I don't think all of the space worked for me, but I could see myself coming back to this album as a whole. Like, I think they achieved something that was
Yes.
very artistic and very specific to maybe what their fans like the most about them.
I think retrospectively for sure.
Mhm.
At the time, that would have been like, not my band.
Yeah.
What
I could
is
see
this?
that, because it was like, is OK Computer and then
Then
Kid A?
this, yeah.
yeah. So I could see that's a big jump.
So imagine the last thing you hear is
Mm-hmm.
like exit music for a film and like
Yeah.
those tracks near the end of OK
Mhm.
Computer, and then you hear this, you're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Why? Like I thought I knew this band that was already experimenting. It's not like OK Computer was
Mm-hmm.
the total regular continuation of their sound, but this is
Yeah.
definitely not.
But yeah, that's what I gotta say. Kid A is my
Sweet.
number 4. What's your number 4, dude?
My number 4 is an album that I've always like ragged on for
Oh my
no reason.
gosh. Bullying?
Yeah, I bullied this album.
Not surprising coming from you. No, I'm
You know, yeah.
Resident bully.
Upgraded
over
from
here.
people to albums. Yeah, they can't fight back.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. This album is one that like people don't really talk about or like that much, and a friend of mine was like, "This is my favorite Radiohead project," and I was like, "You were insane for that."
Mhm.
And he's like, "I rate albums based on like the hit to miss ratio, you know. So even
Mhm.
though this could have like the best track of all time,
Yeah.
if it's like lousy the rest of the album, or not even in the rest of the album, like for 2 songs, then it's like, oh, like not enough hits to losses. Like this
Yeah.
is just 8 amazing tracks back to back, and there's no room for any failure. So I was like, okay, I get that. So I listened
Okay.
to it again, and I like finally realized that it is a masterpiece that everyone needs to
What?
like reevaluate their stance on. It's
Mhm.
King of Limbs.
King of Limbs.
King of Limbs
Oh,
is
dang.
a beautiful album that sounds that the challenging abrasive sound that you
Yeah.
talk about, it sounds like that from the get-go, kind of like the way In Rainbow starts, where you're just like knocked off your rocker.
Mhm.
Like, what is happening already? Like they do that with all of their intros, it feels like, in some way. It's
Yeah.
like you're just immediately discombobulated. And I feel like that same, like the it's kind of like the guitar in Joshua Tree by U2. Like that
Yeah.
specific guitar that the Edge plays is like a character in that album, and it's like a
Uh-huh.
motif. You like everything, like it's almost like that's the tree, and you're like hearing everything like grow around this tree, and the tree grows
Yeah.
within it, and you're like that's the heart of it. There's like a
Foundational.
specific percussion, yes,
Mhm.
that feels like it's at the center of this album, and eventually like it starts out feeling just like directionless and
Uh-huh.
like not unintentional, but not like it's still aimless and like explosive everywhere. And then just
Yeah.
as the album continues, it slowly reaches an equilibrium. And by
Mhm.
the time you get to Separator, from Bloom is the opening track.
Mm-hmm.
Bloom to Separator, if you listen to those back to back, you're like they sound like the same ingredients, but 2 totally different dishes.
Yeah.
Like, how did they do that? How is one like this firecracker over here, and this one's like so well calibrated? It's the same percussion and craziness, but refined, and like I get it.
Yeah.
And it makes sense if you listen to every track. They're like, it's a perfectly sequenced album that comes to a head at Codex, which is
Yeah.
maybe their best song. I think Codex
Dang.
might be their best song.
Oh
And
my gosh.
that's just like the perfect climax. And you're like, where do you go from here? Giving Up the Ghost. That's where you go from here. Well, that's a great like falling action, but how do we tie it back together?
Mhm.
Separator.
Oh.
beautiful, perfect structure, and it makes sense how you get on that journey. And it's like I just always want to be listening to that album and experiencing that journey over and over again. It's so beautiful.
Oh my gosh. I have to say I'm probably like the other people where I didn't give that album much of a chance, but
It's like
now you're
other
talking
than
about
Pablo
it.
Honey, it's like the the problem child. Everyone's like, I don't really care for King of Limbs.
I don't really like Joe. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad. I just love that passion you have for that album, and I want to go
my
back
number
to
4.
Codex.
Yeah.
Just my number 4. You haven't seen anything yet.
I'm gonna get Pablo Honey fans a run for. I'm joking.
Isn't that it's both number 1s, right?
It's my honorable mention.
We can
and
spoil
my
it
number
now.
1. Yeah. It's our number 1 is Pablo Honey.
It's just actually just Creep. It's the single Creep.
See, we don't
can't
do the
beat
hit
it.
to miss ratio. If your album has Creep, it's number 1.
Yeah.
If your track was in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, sung by a raccoon, it's number 1.
The stock market
Stonks.
line, it's up.
Yes, I'm glad we can agree on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 3, my lord.
Number three. Dude, the Benz.
Yeah.
I love it. You were talking about how rock it is. Yeah, I love how garagey it is. Garage rock is like it's just filthy and like fat guitar sounds, but I love it. It's love
raw,
the energy
crude,
that they come
unrefined,
in.
yeah.
And I think that's like what I wrote down is just like it's just so much fun. And I felt like it was like an improvement from Pablo Honey, where it just felt like they found what they wanted to do a bit more, but with variety there. And we know where they go, like from this, but so it might feel like it's still Radiohead at its like simple, but I just saw like a lot more writing, like improvement in this, and I felt like songs like Fake Plastic Tree, oh my gosh, it's like literally High and Dry, just they effectively evoke the emotion that I feel like they were exactly going for, like while also just being such good, powerful, and emotional songs. And also just with that, with like being like acoustic in the middle of this, like kind of relying on more acoustic guitars.
For sure.
Also just having that fun energy with like a garage, grungy type sound, is just so much fun. And I just enjoyed this album, so that's why it's my number 3.
Great reasons. It was all
Thank you.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The acoustic sound is laudable.
It's like it's surprising, but like
Yeah.
it kind of it's like okay, we're gonna go to an
It
acoustic
works.
set, but it's awesome. Yeah, we love it.
Yes. Yeah. If I may give my top 3.
I mean, I guess you can.
Okay.
I actually please.
It's okay, computer.
Okay.
Okay, computer. It's one of those albums that just like ages phenomenally because it captured an entropic part of society that like is not really improving or getting better.
Yeah.
So then we just listen to this album again and it's like, oh yeah, like everything still feels monotonous and scary at the same time, and like it really well captures a lot of negative emotions about the state of the world without making the music unappealing itself. And I don't know how it does that, because something like Swans or Have a Nice Life or whatever will like make these albums that sound like every bad thing that like makes you mad in the world, and then you just don't, hopefully you don't really want to live in that space a lot of the time, but I feel like you can listen to OK Computer, just appreciate a lot of the artistry and still empathize with a lot of the either frustration or fear or like just downtroddenness without getting too sucked into it and like feeling hopeless at the end. Like it's like
Yeah.
watching a movie where you're like, okay, like the movie's over though. Like I can think about all the themes and everything, but it doesn't like burrow in your soul in like a parasitic way where you're like, great, now I can't enjoy anything because they pointed out how awful life is. It's like, oh no, like I wish that things were a little bit different, or I wish like I wasn't afraid of cars or something. Like, I don't know, but like all the things in this album, but there are lots of ways it does that, like between just the songwriting feeling really open and vulnerable like they can be, and those challenging sounds like you said, like you want to go back and be like, I'm really curious about the subterranean homesick alien, like how did they even make a song like that, and you just kind of want to study it and dissect it, or it's a work of art. It feels like a movie, a film, and it's always worth re-listening to, and it feels like it just ages like wine.
It does. I do. Might come up later for me. I don't know, but I don't know. But okay. Computer.
Okay, computer.
Okay. Should I do my number 2?
That'd be great.
Fine. I'm actually really excited. All right. These are the albums that I love from Radiohead. These are the albums where I'm like this is, if for me, this is what I would gravitate to the most. And I love this album so much. It is In Rainbows. Yes. I think if we did this episode earlier, it might have been number 1, but I feel like just time changed with that. But
And you changed.
I did change. But what doesn't change is the fact that the sound of this album, the production and the sound might be like the best I've ever heard on an album. It's like one of the best. I love every guitar sound they had, every drum sound, every bass sound, and every chance that they took. Like for Nude being just a vocal, and I believe it's a bass, but or like a bass sounding guitar, just sounding so good and refined. And I think that's like the biggest high of it, is that it's just such a refined album. And like it has some of the coolest sounds that I've heard. Like Weird Fishes is just like such a good track, such a amazing layering of like guitars plucking away in such a like this is where I'm sure like the math rock comes in, where it just feels like a Fibonacci sequence where it's going over and over and over.
Is that the spiral? I was like, did I?
Yeah, I think you're
things?
right. I think you're right.
Yes,
it's just such a entrancing thing, and
yes,
I love the vocal melodies and like how Tom just uses his voice. I think the only reason it got bumped to 2 was I feel like the writing's not as strong as the number 1 album that I will come back to, but I feel like it wasn't substantial enough comparatively to be above it. And I think that's why, like, when I returned to it, I was like, oh, it's like, like I care more about the sound of the song than like what he's saying.
Well, then you're in
the
luck.
Meaning. Yeah. But no. In Rainbows was just a song, like an album I was obsessed with, like during college, and it's always good to just come back to because it just sounds so good.
That's cool for you to go for like one album that you really like for how crude and raw, garagey it is, and then to one that's so refined, like back to back.
Oh my gosh! And the guitars, like
yeah,
it is such a different from the garage. You like the grit, exactly, but now it's just like this very refined, like fuzzy sound.
Yeah, it doesn't feel polished, but it feels refined.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's not overly, I don't know, like aestheticized or anything, but it's still I totally get what you mean.
Oh my gosh. But if you know what I mean, I would love to hear your number 2.
Well, since we didn't really plan this episode,
We did. This is off the
this
rip.
is all off the dome. I'm just gonna copy you because I can't really think of a number two, so I'm gonna put In Rainbows as
Let's
number
go!
two.
We aligned.
Yeah, finally. Sorry, my sweaty palm.
Dude, you're all good.
I'm not.
Sweat all you want.
Yeah. Number two, In Rainbows, for plethora of the same reasons, because it is just a way more refined and mature sound. I love the way it like punches your ears. In
Yeah.
the opening seconds, you're like, it like that 15 steps sounds so sticky.
It does.
When I remember where I was when I heard that. It was like a flashbulb memory of like I was listening on Amazon Music. Like it was like 10 p.m., which means like my whole family was asleep, and I was in the living room just like, I'm gonna check out In Rainbows. I was like, what am I listening to? And then you're like, oh, okay, I think I understand what they're going for. And then he comes in on the third measure. He's like, how can I end? And you're like, oh, I'm already thrown off guard again, like 2 times in the past 30 seconds. I'm already confused twice. And then that guitar from Johnny Greenwood, the man, the guy, just comes in and like you're like, oh, this sounds like a quote unquote normal melody, like something I can actually grasp onto. It feels like a life preserver or something in an ocean where you're like, I don't understand, and you're like, oh, I know this though, and you're like, I can kind of like groove with this, I guess, and you're like still at the mercy of the current and everything, but there's still something keeping you from like drowning in it and losing your interest, you know?
Yeah.
And then they'll still throw in like that vocal sample of like the kids like, and you're like, it's like what? Reminding you don't know what's going on. Like you never knew what this album is. But I do like the lyrics, and I'll talk about this more with my number one, but it's not like, that's the part that's not refined. It's just kind of like words that work in a good way, but I think they contribute to the themes that it seeks throughout, even if it's in an abstract way, like with that song. I feel like there's an interesting structure with this one too, with the similarity of the songs Weird Fishes, like you said, and Jigsaw falling into place. Like those two start off in very similar ways, but one's like the light mode and the other's the dark mode. And so like you hear that first half and you're like, oh, like this is still off-putting, but it feels like when you hear a track like that that's like off-putting, but the light version of that, you feel like the rest of the album is going to be like, oh, like we've been trekking through, but we're gonna get to the light side, you know. And then you hear like Jigsaw falling into place, and you realize like, oh, that was the light version. That was like the we like after songs like House of Cards and All I Need, like everything just is that like downtrodden is similar to OK Computer, but it feels more expansive. It feels more abstract. It's not like talking about office spaces and places that we see physically in our everyday lives. It's like those parts of our heart that we see every day in our lives. And it like I'm just picturing I think it's House of Cards. No, all I Need is where it's just, it feels so heavy. Oh my gosh, like the whole album feels so heavy a lot of the times, and then when you hear Jigsaw falling into place, you're like, oh, like this is like a very dark resolution. And then we get to Videotape, which is just the saddest thing. The saddest thing since all the stuff on Kid A
is just a downer.
In
a good way.
But gosh, is it beautiful. It's so beautiful, and it feels like you didn't even realize that the sunset was in Weird Fishes, not Jigsaw falling into place. Like that was a long time ago, dog. And you're like, oh my gosh, where are we now?
I love that, dude. In Wimbos.
So what's your number one?
OK Computer is my number one.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Dude, I think this is just their peak. I think this is where after the Bends they came up with this, and it became their sound, like that they could branch off of.
This is the blueprint. This is finally the blueprint.
Oh my gosh, finally. I think it's the best sounding and written songs that they like ever made. And I feel like this album, I know you might say like maybe blanking on the name, The Limbs.
King of Limbs
Might be a more like structurally together album, but I feel like OK Computer has this very simple theme of like feeling lost in a technological world that's growing more reliant on technology. Certainly. And I feel like they like work really well in that throughout all the songs, where they flow well together, they all hit on the theme, and it's also just a lot of fun. I feel like this is the album that has a lot of the hits that are just really fun to listen to without the album, like just on their own. But when you listen into the album, you have like a new appreciation. It just makes it better. Just a powerhouse of songs, I feel like, while also just being a really incredibly concise album that is gonna age really well for all these years to come.
Agreed.
Yeah.
100%.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think all that's left is what I'm dying to know. Oh wait, honorable mention first. Honorable mention.
I even forgot. I was like so excited.
All right, not number
honorable
one.
Mention is an album that they just recently put out the live recordings of, and they're exquisite.
Yeah.
Hail to the Thief. No one really talks about that album that much either, because it was like so timely and so topical about like the war on terror and stuff. Like it was very like political and Rage Against the Machine in topic alone, I guess. But like hearing them at that level of anger, it felt like it suited them for that time. Like it's such a good time capsule, and while that doesn't like stand up like something like OK Computer that feels not only universal but like ever increasing in its relatability and everything, it still feels really commendable for the risks that it took, and it still successfully brings you back to that time, you know? Like it hardly feels like a flaw if it, like, it's like a photo versus like if OK Computer's a film, like taking you on a lot of places, like it's like Hail to the Thief is like a snapshot where it's just one spot, so you're not going to appreciate it as much as like a film that can take you so many, it's like worth 1,000 pictures or whatever, you know. But this is still so accurate, it still can take you back just as well, and there's something to say about like its ability to bring you back to that while only being a snapshot or like that specific. I don't know, I love that album too, and that was like battling with the bends and low-key Amnesiac for a bit, but then eventually it was like a race of the bends and Hail to the Thief. But that's the honorable mention.
There we go. Very well said. What on earth could be number one?
Number one is Kid A.
Kid A?
Kid A. Kid A. Kid A is one of my at least top 10 favorite albums of all time.
Dang.
And it has at least 3 of my favorite songs of all time. And is, like you said something about it being very good as a whole, like really being able to appreciate what it is as like a unit. And I love how cohesive and like holistic this album is to listen to. It like the album cover is what the songs all sound like. It's like a dark tundra, and like every song is able to contribute to that so well and so unifyingly, which I feel like is necessary for such a like left field crazy album for them to put out. You know, like it was so different from everything else, and so it was like, what even are they doing? It's so electronic. It, like especially after such a technologically, like a song that, or an album that was so against technology, to make such an electronic album. It was probably like, I can't imagine what a what that would have felt like, but for everything to have such a cohesive vision, which they then proved they could do again and again, is such a beautiful thing. And like that album feels like it transcends like what music even is. It's like a new dimension of music. And I feel like with the Bon Iver album I was talking about, that album's like that. This Is All Yours by Alt J, that album's like that, where it's like, I didn't know music, like this is like a new frontier, you know, and for that frontier to kind of be on the album cover is pretty cool. But like Everything in Its Right Place, that's the song you mentioned, is so good. And the lyrics, I feel like you could liken it to, because the lyrics can make no sense sometimes. You're like, this is, I'm not following.
What is the waterfall? What is the
yesterday
waterfall?
I woke up sucking a lemon. A lemon. Cut the kids in half. Is that a Solomon reference? I don't know.
Gosh. A wise king.
It better be. Yeah. But the lyrics feel like when you see like a painting and the things are not colored in the way that they realistically would be, like a Picasso thing where it's like clearly nighttime, so like everything's blue, and it's like, okay, not every item is actually, like when you're looking at it, not everything is blue or whatever that is. But that's like what the lyrics are achieving too, where it's like it's more the feeling, like this is a word that means this, yes, but if you could just for a second like dissociate the way that our brains process meaning from sentences just for a second. And the album puts you in such a like a otherworldly space that doesn't feel like a crazy thing to do. Like if it was just like this acoustic, maybe if you made it like bare bones enough, then it could sound purely like poetry. But if it's not this like everyday run of the mill sounding album where going out of that, we're suspending your disbelief for like how your brain processes words for a while, doesn't, like that would be a big ask. But it's kind of like Cocteau Twins, how like they don't even have lyrics, it's just like a bunch of verbal gobbledygook and everything, but because it sounds like dreamy and otherworldly, you're like, okay, that's how this sounds, where it's like I'm not even in my usual state of mind from the get-go, from those opening like notes to that weird time signature that keeps you on your toes, just like with 15 Step, like then the songwriting ends up feeling way more abstract, just like the instrumentation. Sometimes it hits in a concrete sense though, like how did it disappear completely? Like you don't need to decode that at all. You don't even need to like go into any other space to hear how sad that song is. But then there's something like Idiotech, where it's like the words are clearly a vehicle for something else, and you're just trying to figure out what it is, like in like, your mind's eye.
You talking about me?
I don't know. Ice Age going?
Ice Age? I love that movie.
Profits for real. And then for them to make Optimistic too, like that's such a great song. Oh gosh,
I'm so glad he took some time in this album to encourage us for a bit.
The Best You Can is good enough. Like it does that just if that was like on a subway, like Tom York, you're like, when did he say that? Oh, in that dark triangle album.
Yeah, and that really
I think really it's like a mountain. Yeah, Kid A.
Yeah,
that's that's one of my favorite albums, and that's my favorite.
I love that, man. Dang, I did not think that we were gonna be that different. But also does not surprise me, because I feel like you have this appreciation for Radiohead, and I think time has like affected that as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that.
'Cause, like I've liked them for a long time, and then like you like starting your ranking and then it kind of flowing, like that's cool how time affects that. But yeah, I love when our rankings are different.
I love it too. Yeah. You can fight in the comments of who you think is right.
Yeah, because I love when they're different, because then we actually get a fight going.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
We need more conflict. Yeah.
Actually, no. I don't feel like conflict, because this was just awesome.
This was awesome. This was worth it.
Yeah, it was worth the wait.
Never questioned. That sounded like I was questioning.
Yeah, it was like, oh my gosh, it actually was good.
We should have come back. I'm not on the fence anymore. I'm not afraid anymore. Yeah. No, I always wanted to keep recording with you, and this is amazing. And
do you want to say goodbye, or do you want me?
We can say goodbye and ask everyone what they would like to listen.
At the
what
same
they would
time?
like for us to listen to. What are
Okay.
you guys listening to, and what would you like us to speak on next?
Next. I like it.
We
All
are in
right.
sync.
All right. We're done. Bye.